Thank you for tuning in to your local broadcasting channel. This is Trucker Zeus. That's funny. Come on, phone. Work with me here. Bluetooth enabled. Come on. Phone connected. There we go. There we go.
Supposed to kind of fight with me, and he thought that we were in a river that we weren't in. He told me to check my.
There's still something playing in YouTube in the background. Shut that off. Tim B at C, we'll shut him off. Yeah. Let's go to Epidemic Sound. Let's crank you up. Let's turn on the tablet. Good morning, Patrick. Good morning, Brago. Broken Yellow. Good morning, Wisco Robin. Good morning. Trying to figure this out this morning. We got music. We got dogs. I gotta get my chihuahua off the bunk. You want to come down or you want to stay up there? Good morning. It is 8:35 in the morning. Wednesday, March 27th. Run over here to the fuel islands and top my tanks off, or well, I'll throw something in there. We only have a 15-minute drive to McKenzie, North Dakota. We're picking up a load of, well, I'll just say it's Menards DC. I'm going to Baxter, Minnesota, which is way up north there, don't you know? It's on the way to my house. I'm probably not going home though, but it's on the way there. I'm swing a hell of a U-turn here, so I'm getting this fuel island way over here. Everything's out of order. Son of a bitch. Damn it. And all these guys are blocking the fuel islands. Ah. Well, here we go. Look at this. Nobody's pumping there. Nobody's pumping there. Are you freaking kidding me? Every single fuel lane has got some jackass sitting in it and they're not even pumping fuel. This guy right here in this truck was just walking back to his and he saw me pull up behind him. Is he gonna move? Probably not. What happened, Patrick? I'm sitting at this fuel island right here, and nobody's fueling. They're all just sitting here. Absolute freaking bullshit. So the guy that pulled in last has already fueled and left, and now I get to go back over where I was. You can't change what people do, you can only change the way you react. Well, I'm never going to change. Now look at this. Now this guy over here moves. Oh my God. This is so disrespectful. If you ever decide you want to drive truck, don't do this. It's not the way it works. Alright, I'm going to try and get some fuel here so I can get to work. Exactly, broken fuel and move the fuck on. It ain't that hard. Alright. I'm gonna get out and get some fuel. Sorry guys, this is why I normally don't fuel while I'm on camera, because this is what it is every single time. It's absolutely aggravating. Joey knows exactly what I'm talking about. I can't tell you how many times I've seen fist fights at fuel islands over shit like this. I'll be back. Here. Have some son of a bitch. Here you go. I'm better now, I vented. Sometimes I need the internet's shoulders to vent on. There we go. Misha, keep your snout off my windshield. I just cleaned my windows, girl. Happy top of the damn morning to ya. I suppose a credit card will help to pay for fuel. Grab one of those. Puppies behave. Say hi to Broken. Who else is on here? Broken, Patrick. Whiskey. Yep. Happy hump day. Yeah. Be back. Gotta wash my winders too. I know I love you too. Back up. You gotta stay off my dash, girl. I know what you're doing in here. I sure do. Hello, everybody. All right, let's fix that back. I just got diesel fuel all over myself. Stay pups. Stay. Y'all, here we go. The dogs mess everything up in here. Oh yeah, she knocked my phone down. She's not like Zeus. She doesn't have it figured out yet. She can't be jumping around in here. We're working on it. Nothing better than some coffee tasting diesel. I don't even have time to sit around, and all the windshield washer stuff here is frozen solid, so I can't even do that. All right, we're full. Good morning, Dewana. I'm gonna go for a quick 15-minute drive. And if I can keep this on, I'm going to bring you all along as I strap down this load, or attempt to. I think that'll be kind of fun today. A different view than just the camera going forward. Put the GoPro on my head and watch the lady load me. If I get the lady out there, McKenzie, she's awesome. She is so fast at loading trucks. I can't remember what her name is. But every time I've been there, I've had the same female forklift operator. And she will run circles around the guys there, no doubt. She's awesome. Last time I went in there, this 20-some-year-old guy was loading me, and he had a family emergency and had to take off in the middle of his load. And she had two trucks in front of me that she needed to get loaded. And he took off, and she saw me sitting there, and she come over and asked what happened. He had like 2 bundles of 2x4x8s to put on me. That was it, and I was going to get out of there.
Turn at the first right.
And she went over to the guy that she was loading and talked to the other guy, and they're like, yeah, go ahead and get that guy out of here.
Keep a right on to North
So she took those last 2 pallets of lumber, threw them on me, and I got out. I thought that was super cool. And stuff like that hardly ever happens anymore. It's, you know, the mentality out here in the truck driving industry. And if you screw, I don't care. But these guys were, they were nice enough to let me get the hell out of there, so that was super cool. I can't even remember who they worked for. But that stuff like that always sticks in my mind. I forget about the bad stuff as quick as I can, but it's kind of the opposite for me. If you do something good for me, I'll remember it for the rest of my life. And I will always return the favor. Like I say, be kind and pay it forward. And we need a lot more of that. So let's get over here to McKenzie. It's only a 15-minute drive. It is cold out, everyone. Very cold. Well, we get some more people in the chat. blocking the fuel island I was in originally. Not to cause an issue, but I asked him. I said, hey bud, why are you just sitting here blocking the fuel island with your flashers on? And he said his company's fuel card network was down. So he's waiting for the fuel card to work. And I said, that's unfortunate. I said, well, you heard me honk, right? And he's like, yeah, man. He said, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm like, well, I said, bud, I said, first off and foremost, I said, if you know your fuel card's not working, sitting right here is probably not the best option. I said, you're better off going to find yourself a parking spot, and then when the fuel island works, there we go. And he apologized and said, man, I'm sorry, I never even thought about it. It's, you know, I get it. You get your mind going, and you're like, how am I going to get my fuel? And I'm like, so you got to think about the next guy, bud. All the lanes are full, and everybody's just sitting here. We got to get going. We got to get going. We're all running the same clock every day. I think it was a new guy. He said he'd only been out for a few months. I don't quite understand what these CDL schools are teaching drivers anymore. You know, the main priority is to put a driver out there that's safe on the road. Teach them how to drive the truck. But we also got to teach these guys, you know, common courtesy out here. Because, I mean, if you think about it, when you get gas at a gas station, do you go park your car and go walk and, you know, park your car and walk inside and pay for it? No, not really. At least we don't up here up north. You know, we leave our car right at the gas station, we walk inside, get our stuff, and leave. Because there's 30 pumps. There's always a pump open. So these new drivers come into this industry and they think that it's normal to leave your vehicle parked in a fuel island. Well, when there's only 5 spots to fuel or 6 spots to fuel, and there's 20 trucks waiting to get it, you gotta move your truck out of the way and park. And he apologized and fist bumped me and said, man, I never even thought about it. And it's like, to me, it's common sense. But I've heard it many times, common sense isn't very common anymore. So we got to teach these guys. CDL instructors out there, if you're tuning into this and you're listening. Road trainers, if you're tuning into this and you ever hear me say this, you guys have got to preach it into your drivers' heads, common courtesy out here on the road. It's not all turning the wheel. It's what you do when you're out of the truck, how you are when you're, you know, how you act when you're in a truck stop. Stop washing your feet in the damn sink. That's disgusting. You know, park your truck when you're at a fuel island. Stop taking 30-minute breaks in front of the fuel island, walking inside. I got stuck behind people taking showers in there. You know, I pull in thinking, oh, guy, you're not getting my sandwiches. Think to myself, truck still hasn't moved, and I really don't care walking up to drivers' windows and asking them to move, because you're never going to get a good reaction, in my experience. So I walk inside, I'll get my fuel receipt, I'll grab my cup of coffee, I'll come back out. It's story time, this is reality time. Come back out, truck still hasn't moved. So I'm kind of like, all right, I got to walk up to this guy's truck. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, are they going to, the reality of truck driving is that guy going to get pissed off and reach down into his door pocket and pull out a gun? This is the kind of things that are always in the back of your mind. It's dangerous. So I walk up to this guy's truck and there's nobody in it. All right, well, I can't back out. There's 3 trucks behind me. That was a tight truck stop too. It was like a Flying J or something like that. And I sat there for another 15, 20 minutes. Everybody was pinned in. Everybody was mad. And here the guy comes walking out of the truck stop with his backpack and his travel bag. He went inside, pulled forward. He never even fueled from what I was told. He just parked right in front of the fuel island, went inside, took a shower. Now, it wasn't like it was 2 o'clock in the morning and there was no parking spots available, which still you shouldn't even do it at that point anyways. It was midday. There was 100 parking spots open and this guy just parks right in front of the fuel island. Common sense isn't very common out here. And I'm sorry if I sound like I'm complaining. I'm not complaining. This is kind of more like a PSA. If somebody down the road happens to jump onto this YouTube video and they're thinking about being a truck driver and they hear this Pollock talking about pulling your truck forward after you fuel, or better even yet, if there's an open parking spot, just go park your truck and walk inside. I do that a lot. The extra steps aren't going to hurt anybody. Get a little exercise in. Far into the truck stop and walk in and get whatever you need to get. If you got the time. I mean, get some exercise in too. So, and I'm not kidding, I've watched drivers calmly walk up to another truck and ask the guy to move. And next thing you know, it's a fist fight brawl right alongside his truck. It's dangerous out here. So enough of that. We're gonna go grab this load from McKenzie and we're gonna run over to Baxter. I was offered a couple of loads yesterday at the end of my day. They asked me if I had snowmobiles, full load if I'm going to Seattle. And I'm like, I don't know. We're at the time of year right now where the mountain passes are a little bit, you know, am I going to make it or am I going to be sitting? I passed on the Washington load. And then I'm going to go to Thief River. There's 2 loaded trailers there. One of them is the one that's going to Seattle, and the other one's going to Bolingbrook, Illinois, which is basically a suburb of Chicago. And I'm going to grab that load and bring that to Bolingbrook instead. And then I don't have any dispatch from Brook yet, but I know how this company works, and I know our dispatchers well enough to know I have a dispatcher that works the Chicago area. And if you'd hear me talk to Indiana, which is just outside of Chicago, I'll most likely be going there. They have USG has a sheetrock plant. So I'll probably end up grabbing a load of sheetrock and bring that up to the Minneapolis-St. Paul metro area, if not even right back to the Duluth-Superior area, where I'm from, and then maybe get a heading back. figure that all out. I don't want to call him quite yet. Broken. It's funny. Common sense can't be taught. You know, it just, you either have it or you don't. You can tell somebody 100 times over, you know, what you're supposed to do, what's the right thing to do. But if a person doesn't care, you're just talking to a brick wall. And that's the problem out here. Some people just don't want to play fair. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. My windows are all fogged up, guys. I can't see my mirrors. Let's see if I can fix this. I literally can't see my mirrors right now. Is Joey streaming this week or is he on vacation now? I didn't see him on yesterday. Of course, I was working all day, but I didn't see him on. And I remember him saying on his garage stream that he was going on vacation. So I was wondering if is he getting ready to leave for vacation? Is he on vacation already? Now this exit we're going by right here is the exit I can take to get to McKenzie. It's just a mile up the road, but I can't take that exit because it's a 5-ton road. And DOT is on there. If I take that road right there, I'm going to be in for a world of fines. Instead, I can see to my right. I have to drive 5 miles up the road and come back. The dogs all say good morning, everybody. I did some more research on that YOLO Live box that Mr. Whispers was telling me about. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to go down that road once I get this Starlink on here. It's just sitting at my house costing me money right now. I got to get it on this truck. I'll be able to do some platform streaming right off that YOLO thing instead of using this quick app on the GoPro. Favor then, Mr. Patrick. Jump on over there and tell Mr. Whispers the Pollock said hello. Oh, I can't believe I got diesel fuel on top of my coffee cup. That is absolutely nasty. On the bright side, I'm going to be well lubricated tonight. So when I get over here, I'm going to put the GoPro on my head and I'll bring you guys along for a load as I'm getting loaded. I'd like to know this too. Mike the Genesis asked me. He says, "Can you put the GoPro on your head while you're driving?" I'll try it once for him, but I know from my own experience when I've watched people that do that, like Midwest Towing on YouTube, Ron Pratt puts his GoPro on his head when he's driving to a scene. And that head movement gets me seasick. So I'll try it for Mr. Genesis and see if it works. like every 2 to 3 seconds, my head is always spinning. In the past, I've done that view, just watching myself going down the road before I was even streaming live. And the camera moves so fast. I'll try it, why not? We are only 10 miles away now. Mr. Yank, you wanted some snow? Well, there you go. There's your snow. That's all you're gonna get. It blew all over the place. Drifts. I had the snowplow guy. First time in my life I've had to hire a snowplow guy. Since I don't have anybody living at my house right now to take care of it. If I don't shovel my sidewalks within the first 24 hours of a snow, the city drives by and slaps a fine on your front door for $125. Thank you, City of Superior, Wisconsin. You're awesome. So here I am out on the road and I can't take care of my driveway or it's the city sidewalks, not the driveway. Slap $125. They put a $125 fine on my neighbor across the street. His name is John. He's a military vet. He's 86 years old. At the time I had a Kubota tractor and I would keep his sidewalk clean for him. And if I wasn't doing it, my son Tyler, who's now in the military, would do it for him. Well, I sold the Kubota tractor. Gotta watch what I'm doing here. I sold the Kubota tractor, and the next winter, the first snow came by, and I shoveled his sidewalk for him. Then I took off and I went to work, and I was working, this is when I was an instructor, I was working at home. I went to work, and I came back, and there was a big, huge, massive pile of snow from the snow plows on his sidewalk. And I didn't see it when I came home from work, nor did he not text me. So I got up the next morning before I went to work, and I got out with the tractor, and we're talking, it was a big snow, people. It was a lot of snow. I was halfway up to his roof when I got done plowing that snow off of the sidewalk. The city fined him $125 because it wasn't gone in 24 hours. Oh, what a load of ridiculousness. You know, 86 years old, he's on a fixed income. The hoser got it for him the next day, but it was just some really terrible timing where the city inspector happened to drive by and slapped the fine on us. I plowed his driveway and his sidewalk for free for him the rest of the year. Thought that was enough. He kept trying to slide my wife $20 bills here and there, and I'm like, you know, keep your money, John. It's not a big deal. Super nice guy. He's moved out now. He moved out to Portland to be with his family. I really miss having him across the street as a neighbor. He would call me up. If hoodlums and derelicts were walking around my yard, he'd give me a phone call. He's one of those guys that was always sitting in his living room just watching what was going on outside. I really miss having him around. The section of town that I live in, I'm right on the college campus. It's highly patrolled. There's lots of kids. You can't screw around there. There's just, if you're a kid in Superior, Wisconsin and you're screwing around, you're gonna get caught. But unfortunately, on the north end of town, there's an extremely, extremely high use of illegal substances. And that stuff is slowly starting to work its way down. And we're talking, it's not miles, it's only blocks. It's starting to work its way into our area. And the police presence is getting much, much, much higher now. Which is good. I like having them guys around. I know the majority of all of them. But the best cop I ever had in the area was my next door neighbor, John. That guy wouldn't miss anything. I swear to God, if a mouse farted, he'd know. Yeah, I miss having neighbors like that. The neighbor on one side and the other side of me, she's a school teacher. She's a single mom, raising her daughter. I help her out a lot too. Help summertime, and the last summer, Nathan and I went over. Her gutters were overflowing with water. Nathan and I went over there and got the ladder up. She had no idea what the hell the problem was, and we went up there and pulled all that shingle rock out of her gutters, cleaned out her gutters for her. I want to pay you. I'm going to pay you. I'm like, Brooke, you're not paying me a nickel. I don't want a single. I don't want nothing. This is what I do. This is who I am. If you need help, I'll help you. Just a thank you is good enough. That's all I ask for. Just a thank you. So we cleaned out her gutters. The guy across the alley from me, I put some new rock in my driveway, and his driveway was super terrible. So all the Class 5 rock that was in my driveway, I dug it all out, brought it over to his place, fixed his driveway up all nice for him. Got my driveway done, fixed his driveway up for him. How much do I owe you, Jim? You don't owe me a nickel. Well, come on, I got to give you something. I said, no, I don't want a nickel. What happened later on? I was cleaning out my basement. I had a whole bunch of stuff to get rid of. At the same time, he had a 40-yard dumpster in his driveway. And him and I were talking. I'm like, yeah, I got to make a dump run. He's like, you know what? You help me out. Just throw all your stuff in the dumpster. I'm like, you know what? That sounds like a great idea. Let's just do that. So, just within our one block, it's a community that helps each other. Brooke's nephew yesterday, she called me or texted me on the phone and said, hey, my nephew's looking for some extra money. He's coming over to shovel my sidewalk and do my driveway. You want me to have him do yours? I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Absolutely. What perfect timing is. I don't even have anybody to take care of my stuff right now, so yes. Yes. Have him do it. So he did. Paid him quite handsomely too. What's the going rate for snow plowing out on the east? In our neck of the woods, it's $110 an hour. Well, if you look off to the right, you can see the highway overpass I just went over, and there's the town that I said I can't go through. Just that little 4-block area right there, I can't drive through it, so I got to drive an extra 10 miles to get through. Here we are, Menards DC, McKenzie, North Dakota. These guys are awesome in here. Looks like it's the same guard too. Yankee! What's up, Yankee? Yes, Patrick, I dislike snow too. Screw snow. You guys can have it. Neighbors helping neighbors. You don't see anybody helping anybody anymore. It's just not the way it is. Nobody wants to lift a finger to help a soul. It's sad. I love my community. Misha back. Good, how are you? Forgot to spark the pilot light up this morning, didn't you? Cold outside. Chilly. They loading quick today? Pretty quick. I'll take, that's better than no. All right, thanks. You know, that's better than no, they're not loading quick at all, so we'll take that. I gotta walk in that man door right there, directly in front of you. Go check in transportation, let them know I'm here. And then I'm gonna go straight to the back and to the left. I'll be right back. I almost grabbed my phone and took it with me. That would have killed the stream. Stay off my dash, Misha. And the stars of the show. Stay off the dash. Stay. Do I have my key? She locked my door on me again. Never forget the key with Misha in the truck. She turns on my wipers, she turns on my blinkers, and she locks my damn doors. You're a shit. Did she stay off my dash this time? All right, let's get this thing scaled in here. I had a brand spanking new Volvo when I was a company driver here a couple years ago, and I jumped onto this scale. I hadn't been in here before. And I opened up my door, and you'll see this metal bar, this metal rail up here. I opened up my door and the wind caught it and smashed that brand new door. The truck was, I didn't even have 10,000 miles on it. Smashed my door into that metal rail and put a big gouge in it. I was so upset with myself. So it looks like I'm getting everything in reload. And I'm getting trusses as well. You see them stairs right there? That's what I'm talking about. That square end of that tube right there smacked my door. Put a big gouge in it. Basically, it put a hole in it. $32,240. We got a lot of ice build up then. My truck is not that heavy. I usually scale in at 30,800, so we have quite a bit of ice built up on here. Nobody else in here ever. Oh, there's one truck in here. No, there's no trucks in here. Holy shit, people. There's nobody here. Oh, is that slick? There's nobody here. Baxter right there. Somebody must have got hurt here recently. There's new rules. Drivers are not allowed to get out of their trucks while we're getting loaded. So the idea of sticking the GoPro on my head is for nothing. Can't do it, can't get out. Unless I'm belly strapping. Which I have to belly strap. What's going on, Yankee? Was Misha going crazy? Alright guys, bear with me a second. This camera's going to get a little shaky while I take it off its mount. If you don't like the way that it's going to be bouncing around, just turn your head away for a couple seconds while I get this mounted. Oops. 1 second, I gotta get the battery cover on here without shutting it off. It's all back to scene stuff, you know. Normally you wouldn't see me doing this. Let's get this mounted right. She always misses me. She's just a good girl. All right. One-handed woman, how you doing? Good morning. That'll be straight enough, I think. I think I can go with that. All right, we got her on. Let me walk outside and see what we got going on here. Stay. How high are we going? Just one layer?
Well, there'll probably be some 16 foot on the top.
We got truss this time?
No.
No truss? I can't remember your name.
them.
Damn it. Oh, eventually I remember. All right. No, so it's an easy load this time.
Yeah.
You're not cluster fucking me.
No.
God damn it. All right. Well, then I don't need to. I can just go wait for you.
Yeah.
I was gonna belly wrap and all the bullshit. And thank you. There we go, guys. There's the lady I was talking about. That's Sam. She's a rock star. An absolute freaking rock star here. We'll just wait till she's done because it's cold as witch's freaking titty out there. No belly wrap and everything that's right over here. Like you said, Baxter sign. I don't know. Okay, I can see through the camera. 3163 is the store number. So all this stuff is what's going on my deck. Sorry I missed you last night, Yankee. That was a bummer. I wanted to get on and say hi to everybody, but that timing just happened to work out that way. And I do want to appreciate you for the acid trip at the beginning of that stream yesterday. That was freaking awesome, dude. You should have recorded that sound and made it into some kind of a meme. That echo was freaking cool as hell, man. I didn't think it was funny. I thought it was straight up neat. Roar, 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 roar. It was so cool sounding. Here, Zeus. Oh, you almost knocked over my coffee. You almost knocked over my coffee. Say hi, Yankee. Say hi, Yankee. Say hi to the one-headed woman. Oh, hi, Misha. Y'all see what I mean with the how quick I turned my head? So does that, you gotta listen back to it, man. It was awesome. So, honest opinion, when I have this thing on my head, does it make anybody feel seasick? Oh. Let me check them. I bet I know what's in here. Because if this makes you guys seasick or whatever, I won't do this. Like, the problem is I turn my head so fast, you know? Don't you know? And Patrick, confidence booster, you are doing awesome on your streams, man. You just keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about what other people think of you. You just do what you do. It's individuality. You're doing awesome at it. I think about it every day. Do people like what I'm doing? It doesn't matter. If people don't like what you're doing, they just won't watch. So do what you do. There's billions of people in the world. Those that want to see it are going to watch it. Those that don't will go somewhere else. Patrick, I will watch you every time you go on. I think you're doing awesome. All right, well, I'll keep trying it if you think it's all right. See, the problem when I'm driving down the road is right there. So you can see my mirrors. My windows are so dirty. Let's check my DMs here. Let me try it, Yankee. Oh. I can only go so far, because then if I go so far, what ends up happening is you can't see anything out in front of me, and all you're doing is looking at my hands. So there's a fine line to this headset, and I'm not quite sure yet where to put it. Like when the view looks good, it's probably when I'm looking down at my steering wheel. We'll try it. And I'm serious, Patrick. What you're doing is perfect. Don't you worry about a thing. Get some people on your stream if you want, so you can have some more stuff to talk about. And hell, dude, I just make shit up as I go. Oh, I got you, dude. I got you, I got you. Yeah, I gotta keep that in mind, Yankee. It tends to escape me every now and again, so thank you. Just like right there, Patrick. We're all learning on this thing. Every single day is another learning experience, and all of us here, we got each other's backs. So if you do something that's not quite right, somebody's gonna let you know. Yankee just let me know. Hey, dude, you might want to check into this right here. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right, bud. I mean, that's this community, Patrick, Yankee, Dud, DFJ, DA1, we all got each other's backs. We're all here to help one another. I love it. And I got the dogs. It's hot in here now. I'm gonna try it. So this was Mike Genesis' idea. I've done it a few times. I don't know if you caught that earlier, Yankee. When I watch back my streams when I've got this thing on my head, it makes me seasick, because I'm always doing the mirror thing. And the other problem that I'm going to have with this is my battery only lasts so long. So once my battery's dead, I'm gonna lose the stream. Here, my stuffed animals I've got for kids. So when I go places, guys, when I go places that have, you know, like a toddler or a youngster that's scared of the noise of the big truck, I keep these little toys in here. I get them from the Love's Truck Stop, so I don't know, I like to help. It's not even help. If I can get a child to understand that these big trucks are not scary, so I give them a toy. I got this, whatever the fuck this thing is, Winnie the Pooh, and is that Mickey? So, you know, give some toys away to the kids. And this is where they sit, right there on my dash. I watch Everything Autos on YouTube, and his name is Jeff and his wife is Kristen. They have a tow truck. If you haven't checked those guys out, check them out. Everything Autos, Jeff and Kristen, they have bags of toys they keep in their tow trucks, so whenever they're out helping people and the people have little kids in their cars or whatever, they give toys and you know, treats and stuff like that to the kids, and sometimes even the parents. They do they take all of their donations that they get and they help out the local community. So like if, say like somebody sends me a rant, they don't spend that money, and actually all the rants that I've received are still in my account. I'm not touching them. I plan on paying all that stuff forward to somebody else. You know, they take all of their donations that they get and they help out the local community by, say it's maybe it's a mom that's on hard times and her car breaks down and she needs a tow, and it's, you know, it's $150 and she doesn't have the money. He'll take the money out of that, you know, his donations that he gets, which like Rumble Rants or whatever it is, but it's on YouTube. And he'll use that money to pay for people's tows if they need the help, or if people run out of gas and he goes on a call, he's got his little 2-gallon gas can. He'll fill up the car and he'll bring them over to the gas station. He'll top their tank off, and it's all on his Everything Autos community. The people that follow him are helping all these people out. I think that's really nice. I'm gonna get out and start strapping. I don't know if she's done or not. She usually comes over and tells me, but I'm gonna start anyways. Dogs, stay. Oops. My camera view didn't change. Back up, guys. Look out. You're not getting out. You're not getting out. Stay there. Yellow can watch a pole-lock hoser toss some straps. It's icy. Got 1,200 pounds of ice on my truck, maybe even closer to 1,500. I might have got that one to move far enough. She's awesome. This girl will outwork putting that one in the middle. She will outwork the majority of the guys out here. Let's see what we're hitting here. Hey, Sam. Good. The other side's just got to get pushed in a bit. Good. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate it. Thanks. beat some ice off the trailer. This is what it takes to get a load of freight delivered. Remember this when you're at your local hardware store picking up your shit. It's not easy, guys. Well, it's not easy getting this loaded. It ain't easy as being as sexy as I am either. If that don't get some laughs, nothing will. All right, so I pull my strap through, stick it through the twisty turny thing, whatever the hell you want to call it. Ratchet. Come on, work with me here. The excess strap goes up in the back. See that? Oh, this one's got to move forward a bit. Boy, I'd rather be working for Potts right now hauling dirt. Whew! I'm already tired. And I just started. There we go. See that, guys? Tighten that one down yet though. I gotta do something a little different to this one since it's mulch. Once I start tightening down on this, these bags of mulch are gonna compress. And I don't want to bust the bags all to hell. So I have edge protection right here. These are called V-boards. I grab a V-board and I stick them on the edge like this. Just like that, that way it doesn't compress and break the shit. Put a V-board on each side. There we go. You know, my ears are already getting cold. They don't need to get over tightened. There we go. That's what they look like when you're done. All right, let's start tossing some straps here. Come along as the pull lock does what the pull lock does. Straps. Strap. So I'm tossing all my straps first. I'm not tightening anything down yet. I always make sure I have enough of these things lined up before I start tossing my straps or start tying stuff down, because you know how many times I've loaded and got to the end and realized there's a ratchet way back there I need up here. Happens so often. Let's see, what do we got here? This one right here, these need 4. Maybe 3. We'll measure them out here. It's a strap every 8 feet. 3, 6, 3 here. And then I'm gonna count all my straps, because you're not just loading or strapping for the length of the product, you're also strapping